Now, the fashion industry in the country is slowly growing and opening its doors to the young upcoming artists. The Johannesburg Art Gallery fashion show will be hosting a weekly fashion show that will be giving forthcoming designers a platform to showcase their work. To share more and to give us a preview of what we can expect is the organizer, Mamello Yona. Mamello, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about this, which I consider a new concept within the art gallery space. How did it come about?
I had a privilege to travel abroad various times, and what I saw there, it was more of eye-opening. And when I came back home, and then a lot of artists, they were asking me, dude, we have to do this for South African, up-and-coming fashion designers. So I thought, well, it would be a great time for us to just, start this and make sure that it happens.
Many people would argue that it's quite clever putting a fashion event within an art gallery because a lot of the people consuming that space can afford to buy the designs.
The choice of us, going for the Johannesburg Art Gallery, we view fashion as art. So basically, you have to create, your sketch, and then thereafter, your end product. It may be a dress or a suit and all of that. So we chose that gallery to sort of showcase, every artist or fashion designers to sort of showcase their design in the premises where we thought, it sort of work together, I would say, cohesively well, if I may put it that way.
But we're talking about weekly events to showcase designers.
Yes. So we will be hosting it every Monday of every week, basically. So from 10 o'clock in the morning up until 25 to 4 in the evening. So we're showcasing 25 designers per show every week.
Wow.
Every week. And then it's running from the 9th of May up until November.
So this is even a great platform for retailers, for anybody who's looking at maybe something new to bring into their retail offering. This is the perfect platform to find that young designer.
It is. Also, we're inviting, various buyers from various groups, such as your, you may call it your Foshini groups, your Woolies, all of those. We invite them so that they can see what these designers are capable of, and maybe there might be a synergy there. An opportunity for these, up-and-coming designers to sort of have that, first step within those retailers, and they can, sort of sell their stuff in those retail stores.
We're talking about 25 designers on a weekly basis. That's a massive ask.
Yes.
Where is the designers coming from? What is the criteria? How do you find them, source them?
Well, so far, how I sourced them, reading a lot of magazines, and also, I think in 2012, there was a fashion book that was published in 2012. Yeah, it's called Handbook, a fashion handbook. It has all the information for the designers. So that's how I got hold of them. And so far, I have over 500 designers that would like to be part of this event and showcase their creations and innovative things.
In our performance area, I'm looking at one of the designers. Tell me quickly about the designer before I ask him a question or two.
His name is Ahmad. His brand's name, I think it's called the Atelier Designs, Atelier Daji Designs. So he's one of the designers that will be showcasing some of his creations at the gallery.
Okay. Let me just throw a question quickly at you. I mean, in terms of that space that you're playing at the moment, I love the design, by the way, but how easy or challenging is it at the moment to find these venues to showcase your work, Ahmed, if it's not an SA Fashion Week or not one of the big platforms?
Well, at the moment, it's quite difficult in South Africa for any designer that's up and coming because there is such a limited space and the amount of the economy is going through at the moment. A lot of people are going through a struggle. So trying to get your brand out there is quite difficult at the moment. So as a young designer, I've been trying to get out there, trying to get recognized. But as you know, as it is, it's tough.
Talk to me about kind of your aesthetic, what your design style. What are the lines we're talking about?
Well, my inspiration for my collection is always the woman herself. I love dressing a very chic, up-and-coming, beautiful woman that knows what she wants in life. She's work orientated, yet she has the time to get dressed and actually make her day more chic in every day.
This is really, and that's a real reality, Mamello, when we talk about, there are some great designers, but if they're overlooked by the major platforms like the fashion weeks and that they kind of fall through the cracks, and they unfortunately don't really rise to the occasion.
That's true, which is why, this platform really works perfectly, because they can not just, for the week that the fashion show is happening or the SA Fashion Week is happening, every week they can showcase different styles, different creations that they have, and it's not just your same content on a weekly basis. So basically you see,
and it opens up the industry a little bit, doesn't it?
It does.
Who else is in our performance area?
Oh, we've got Nela Makabo from Nela Designs. She's basically based in Mpumalanga, so she came to showcase her plus size designs, which I would really like her to sort of like describe.
Yeah. Sisi, thank you for joining us. Look, as a plus size man, I'm very excited about this range, but you're not catering for me. Talk to me about kind of your aesthetic, the style, why this area of focus?
Okay, plus size industry is not tapped into, and the plus size women and men out there are left out to just dress anyhow. So Nella brand caters for dressing for the body. We actually dress, we pick the fabric that best accentuate the curves. We need to celebrate that we're in Africa here, and we are Africans, and we're gifted in various areas. And this jumpsuit here, we have chosen that particular fabric because we need to show her assets, and she needs to be confident and feel comfortable. Our fabric, when we choose it to feel good in the skin as well. And this one here is a corporate woman.
Yeah.
And she can actually, after work, go out for drinks and still look good.
Very quickly, a final question to you before I go back to Mamello. What is the fashion scene like in Mpumalanga at the moment? You've traveled to Johannesburg to be part of the showcase. What's the scene there at the moment?
Okay, in Mpumalanga, it's a bit quiet. We are actually a few steps behind, and I have not neglected Mpumalanga because that is where we actually launched Nella. And we are well known that side because we need to start at home before we go out there. And we come this side for the shows so that we can grow.
Awesome, thank you. What I love about these designs, Mamello, it really does stab at the idea that up-and-coming designers, the clothing's not well made, it's not well tailored. There are some really amazing designers that are not getting access to the platform.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm size 33.
But I'm not going to tell you my size.
I don't get that when I go to the stores, and I always have to go one size bigger or one size smaller, and that sort of like irritates me a lot when I have to go and buy myself some clothes. So seeing Nella producing such for different sizes, it just spoke to me, and I just had to have her on the show.
Who else do we have next?
Oh, you have Ashraf. He does wonderful stuff. I mean, he just recently dressed Miss India, South Africa.
Wow.
And so he does nice evening wear, as you would see, and I would really like him to describe what he has for us.
Ashraf, maybe one question to you. You're dressing Miss India, South Africa already, which means you've got an established platform. Why is something like what Mamello's offering appeals to you and you're already established?
Well, the only thing that I'm thinking about is that I like to empower the youngsters of today because they don't have an opening. So we as the elders in the game has to mentor them so that they can move on in life. So we've got to share the knowledge that we have with them.
Very quickly, take me through what you've brought to the show this morning.
What I have here is an African-inspired gown, hand-beaded, and the fabric was specifically chosen because we are a dynamic country in South Africa, so we've got various things to do, so therefore I've decided on this garment. That was also one of the garments that was on the Miss SA pageant.
Yeah. Awesome, fantastic. Very quickly, details. Everybody's interested. Every Monday, you're going to showcase 25 designers at the Joburg Art Gallery. But just give us some details. Very quickly.
They can get hold of my creative director and the event producer, Miss. What's her name? I forgot her name. But anyway,
where can we log on to?
Shaista. You can log on. You can actually email her on Shaista Ramal. 123@gmail.com, and also you can give her a call on 082 337 2607.
But you can also log on to the Joburg Art Gallery to find out more.
Yes,
and especially if there's an up-and-coming designer out there that would be like to be part of this process. Okay, that's organizer Mamello Yona. He's got something written really exciting. Every Monday at the Joburg Art Gallery, they'll be showcasing 25 designers. Can you believe it? We take an ad break. Don't get anywhere.